After getting a nice watch from a random man, the main character gets this watch stolen. Sets off to steal the best watch in the universe and to sell it and share with everybody. This is a spoiler to a 2011 movie.
I'm looking at you, Aaron. Because I got fucking nothing.
I heard a watch from a random man, and I thought either Pulp Fiction or Ben 10, but I don't think it's either of those.
Oh, here's what I'll say. Watch
Bro,
is
if
in
it was
quotation
Ben, if
marks.
it was Ben 10, I'd be pissed. I mean, that makes it sound even more like Ben 10.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Is it Ben 10?
No.
Okay, well there you go. Now it's not Ben. There, we know it's not Ben 10.
On actual watch, like there's no physical item. But a watch usually means something. It represents a thing.
What?
You're not helping.
What a watch represent, Nene?
Time?
Yay! You're not dumb.
I mean, that's debatable. Okay, so hold on. With this new knowledge in mind, I would like you to reread your spoiler.
After getting a nice watch from a random man, the main character gets this watch stolen. Sets off to steal the best watch in the universe to sell and share with everybody in the movie. This is a spoiler to a 2011 movie.
Why that didn't help me at all. I just replaced every usage of the word watch with the word time. And it made even less sense.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, do you have any ideas?
Fuck no. I do think it's maybe this one movie that I can't think of
Probably.
the name of.
Grab it.
I don't even remember how to describe it. I think it had Justin Timberlake in it.
I can say, if you're thinking that way, you're probably correct.
Oh, what was it? Well, I don't know the name of it, but I think it's something about like everybody has some like internal clock or something, and they die after so long, and you can add more time in it. And Justin Timberlake has to like go out of his way to add more time to himself.
The movie is called In Time.
Boo.
In this thing we're doing right here is called the What the Condor podcast.
And it's a day late.
So we're not in time.
No. I mean, we're not gonna put any blame on anybody.
Yes, we are. It's your fault.
Fuck you and having your fully functioning pancreas.
What does a pancreas do?
Makes insulin.
You know what a pancreas could probably do that Condor can't do?
Make insulin.
Get us a fucking shower on time.
You know, yeah.
I would trust a pancreas that has been removed from the human body more than Condor to get us a shower.
I mean, given what's happened, I wholeheartedly agree with you.
I have arguments, but I have no arguments here.
I didn't think so.
I didn't think you did.
You know, I do want to make one small note before we fully take off here. Condor, I'm looking at this most recent GIF that you've put in the chat. I don't know how to feel about this.
Have you ever gone down a slide before? That's how you do it.
No, that's not how you do it. But I love that he made it in at the very end.
Yeah, I mean,
winning.
Like so much fail and then somehow just manages.
If somebody cares enough, we'll post it on somewhere.
Can we post just GIFs on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, then there we can post it on Twitter.
If anybody really wants to see it that much.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's a dumb GIF that you can probably
good to
find
let people know
yourself.
what we're talking about at least.
That's fair. But yeah, this is once again the What the Condor podcast.
Welcome everybody. Season 2, episode 3, I think.
That is
Are we
correct.
on episode 3? All right. I am Surf and Flea, twitch.tv/Surf and Flea with 2 A's.
There we go.
On my left in the studio that is apparently in Ohio, we have the gamer review man himself that still needs to finish the other half of his game review. We got Nasty Nate.
Yeah, I still gotta finish Valhalla. It's coming though. Maybe not next week, but it's coming.
It's coming in some weeks.
Season 4.
And then to my right in the studio, we have the non-functioning shower man. We have just,
They have a pill for that.
I think so. We have indescribable amounts of stupid. We have the Condor
It's fucking
13.
Condor.
We got Condor.
Who else could it be?
And then
It's
over
fucking
on the
Condor.
boards, who doesn't like to talk, we of course have Coach Frank. I mean,
Coach
producer Kyle. No, Kyle, we are not replacing you with Coach Frank
Wish we could.
yet.
He's too
We don't want to
expensive.
break the contract. They let me write up.
Yeah, well, why did we do that?
Maybe I'll write up a different contract and we'll send it over to Coach Frank, and maybe he'll come in and produce.
Wait.
Wait,
Aaron,
About
who has the official What the Condor stamp of approval?
don't we all?
No, there's the one we have here at the studio.
I stamped my hand.
I hate to say it, I think it's on Condor's side of the table.
My hand is now approved. I don't know what it's approved for, but
Condor?
it's approved, damn it.
I'm gonna need to borrow that for
I
something
can borrow
very
that, but I'm
important.
keeping the ink pad.
No. I need that.
No.
Condor,
I worked hard for this ink pad.
you can have it back. Just let me see
Okay,
it.
fine. I'll just
Thank you.
put my hand in it. I'll do some finger paints while you guys are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna
here you
go.
go.
We're gonna go pick up Coach Frank to join the podcast. All right. So with that, we're gonna get into some stuff.
My microphone's now turning red. Dip my hand in the pad, and now I'm rubbing my microphone.
Why?
Red.
Dude, I'm going to ask you to stop right now.
In our first batch of things to talk about on the podcast, I think Red Microphone Man has some complaints to make about a restaurant with the word red in it.
You know, I do.
Fair transition.
We got a ad for the promotion at this Red Lobster place, local place.
Never heard of it.
Not many people hear of it.
I've only heard of it in legend.
It says they have you can eat shrimp, endless shrimp.
Endless
First of
shrimp.
all,
That sounds pretty cool.
it's only between Mondays and Thursdays, which is putting a limit to the endless shrimp. Limit to an unlimited item.
I
Secondly,
mean, limiting it to certain days.
well, then secondly, they're also saying it's for a limited time. Like how? But then it's not unlimited shrimp. It's limited. Unlimited, limited. You can't have that. It's either unlimited or it's not.
It's a limited time, unlimited deal.
Yeah, but unlimited means the limits.
Well, the shrimp is unlimited. It's just the time that's limited because the whole concept
So-
of time. Red Lobster can't control that.
What you're saying is it's not unlimited.
The time? No. But did it say unlimited time?
I said unlimited shrimp.
Okay, so how much shrimp did you get?
There you go.
I could still be eating if the time wasn't limited.
Well, that's not the shrimp's problem.
Really not. That's
That's
your
the lobster's
problem.
problem for limiting the time that I can have shrimp.
No, it's your problem. You need to get there.
Using time to limit the amount of shrimp.
If you want to eat that much shrimp, you're gonna need to get there earlier, man. Because people have to go home. The restaurant has to close for cleaning.
I mean, I'm not talking about closing for the day either. I'm talking about like they're only doing it for a certain amount of time. Like
Yeah, that's
like
how
a couple months.
that's
That's
how
how promotions work.
No, but
yes.
there is a limit to the shrimp. You only get the shrimp till the end of the promotion. It's not unlimited.
The shrimp itself is unlimited during the time
No,
of
it's
the
not because
promotion.
there is a
Yes,
set
it
limit
is.
of shrimp. The set limit of shrimp is this day.
Dude, I feel like I'm arguing with a fucking toddler.
Literally.
Like,
Okay, so
I mean,
so
Aaron,
if the
Aaron
shrimp
explained it perfectly already.
if the
but
shrimp is limited, what's the number?
I have to keep eating to find out. I have to see how much shrimp I can eat for that day.
But different people can get different numbers, right?
Yeah.
So is there really a limit?
I mean,
Is there a set limit?
a max per person, but that
He wants to show her support for our benefit.
That sounds pretty unlimited to me.
yeah, I see him. I see him over there contemplating.
all I'm saying is, if you're gonna say something is unlimited, make it unlimited.
It is unlimited.
Hey,
Then you should be open 24 hours a day, and this promotion should be available forever because that's the
That's not
definition
how
of
promotions work.
unlimited. I should be able to get shrimp at any time I want.
Well,
Go get
then-
some shrimp right now if you want shrimp that badly.
But let me see if I can go get some shrimp right now.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll have Kyle be our third person on the podcast. Kyle, what's going on with you, man? Are you serious? He's just staring at his phone with his headphones in. Not even the right headphones that are listening to our audio.
Yeah, no,
Cannot-
that's about
guys,
expected.
I cannot get more shrimp because the place is closed.
Yes, Condor, that's how restaurants work.
So,
Yeah, this is not Denny's. They're not open all the time.
you want to help me break into a restaurant and get all the shrimp we can?
No.
No.
I paid for it. I paid for unlimited.
I can't.
Will you pay for our bail when we get busted for trespassing?
We'll use the funds from the What the Condor podcast.
There are no funds.
I mean, we had shower money. We'll just use the same place that we got that from.
I mean, that was money that we all pooled together.
Wait, mine was for a pool? I thought it was for a shower.
God damn it, Condor.
If I would have done that, I know a pool guy. He'll do it for like $1.50.
One of these days, man. One of these days.
Is that our next project, building a pool in the studio? I mean, we already have a shower.
Oh, can we do a like?
Isn't a shower just a stand-up pool?
Yeah, but we want a not stand-up pool because who
know
likes
how they have
standing
the-
up in the pool?
You know how they have the bars that are inside of pools? Can we have a podcast set up inside of a pool?
I mean,
Probably.
it would require quite a bit of work.
It would.
But yeah, we could.
It
No, okay.
require a
I
bunch
can
of
hire him.
work that we probably wouldn't be doing.
No,
Probably
guy,
not.
he doesn't charge that much.
How much do you charge?
Ask Carlos. That's the guy.
You don't know how much Carlos charges, but you just told me he doesn't charge much.
I mean, he told me he doesn't charge much, and I said, "Thanks for letting me know. I'll get a rate whenever I actually need a thing done." I didn't think I would need a thing done or just to do anything after the whole debacle.
No. That was not Carlos's fault. That was all Kyle's fault.
No. Wait, what? Kyle, why the fuck did you fuck up the shower?
Oh, I thought you meant the whole debacle, as in like the whole not getting invited to the thing.
No. I thought I wouldn't be trusted to set any more projects due to the shower debacle.
If you're going through Carlos, fine. Just don't go to GameStop and ask him for a pool.
Okay.
Definitely don't go to the adult math store.
Fuck.
Why would you
Is
even
EV
give me
Game
the
still
idea?
around?
Just go to Carlos. You know what? After this episode, at Cockatoos, you ask Carlos. We'll all be there, and this can be your redemption arc.
It's his redemption arc.
But what if he needs supplies?
That's why he charges, so that he can buy them.
I mean, but I could go get the supplies.
No,
She takes good care of us. And
Carlos can get his own supplies. He's a big boy.
But what if it's not in good taste? You know what? I'm sorry, Carlos. I know you're listening. You have good taste. I should trust you more.
You really should.
See, your redemption arc is not going very well.
It's really not. This is the beginning of the redemption arc.
It's
where he
barely even
struggles.
started.
No, see, it's the very beginning where he struggles with like his whole redemption in the first place. Soon he's gonna embrace it, and then his actual redemption arc's gonna start.
I feel like I'm gonna sabotage everything again.
I mean, you're pretty good at that.
You are rather good at that for whatever reason.
Okay, speaking of for whatever reason, I do have a second thing that I would like to bring up.
Okay, I'm concerned.
The English language is once again bullshit.
Why?
Now, what's your problem with the English language?
Okay. What would a person who is like under a pimp? What are they called?
Slickback?
Like a female who reports to a pimp.
I don't say that word anymore.
The word you are referring to, sir, is a hoe.
Ho. Put an S at the end of that. What does that spell?
Hose?
Now put an S at the beginning of that. What does that spell?
Hold on, I need to actually. Let me grab a pencil real quick.
Shoe. It spells shoe.
Shouldn't it spell show? It spell show.
No, it's shoes.
Oh, they should flip that around. You got hoe. You got hose. You got shows. No, it's shoes. How do we flip this
Shows.
up? It should be shows.
I mean, no.
I mean, I'm sure if you do a deep dive into the grammar and phonics of things,
I'm not doing no deep dive. I can barely swim how it is.
Good lord, you are
get a
actually
pool.
a scary human being. How do they let you out into the real world?
That's a great fucking
they-
question.
I don't know who I'm here yet. I
And that's even more concerning.
Y'all think I'm Fig Newtons of their imagination?
Fig Newton? Really?
You genuinely scare me.
Dude, he just concerns me.
I'm probably concerned somebody.
Like one of these days, I'd love to just like hook a bunch of wires up to your brain and like see what goes through your brain.
Wires.
Yes, wires.
The
Crazy.
wires go through my brain. Go through my brain. Who would have guessed?
Oh my god.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna stab you in the eyeball with a wire.
I mean, that would still go through my brain.
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean, if you run wires through his brain to see what goes on in there, I'd love to see the day those results are delivered.
I'd pay for
Dude,
those results too. I'm
dude,
curious.
it's gonna be like a legal acid trip. I swear.
Why did you trip over acid? Like, was it on the ground? You just didn't see it?
Yes,
Is there a
Connor.
block of
I
acid
just
on the
didn't see
ground?
it. I'm very clumsy.
I want to do LSD
I want
Do
to do
you?
ACDC.
at some point in my life. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And Condor, as always, shut the fuck up. I heard you and your fucking ACDC bullshit. Speaking of ACDC, Condor, don't you have some more music for our lovely audience?
For a lovely audience? Maybe.
For our lovely panel.
Oh, the
There's
panel?
that word, yeah. There.
Well, and also for the audience, you know, you never know
Mhm.
who's tuning in and clicking
mean,
on the
They may
songs.
not be on the panel, but they're here.
They're here in spirit. They're more here than fucking Kyle.
Yeah.
Speaking of spirits, and unnecessary punctuation, the first song we have here is Panic at the Disco. It is I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
I'll give this song. It's okay. They have better songs, but I don't really even like them that much anymore. So I'll give this
Same.
song like a 4.
I don't know if I've ever heard that song, so 3 out of 10.
So here's what I'm going to say. This playlist I'm currently going off of is over years. I'd say at least 7 or 8. 7 years.
We don't need any more.
I'm starting at the top, so this is the oldest stuff. Next
Okay.
up on the list, we got Cage the Elephant.
Okay.
Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
10 out of 10. Great song.
Yeah, that song's pretty good. Shout out to Borderlands. I'll give it a 6.
Next, we'll throw I honestly don't know if you two would know this, but The Darkness.
Nope.
Is that the song or the artist?
It's this artist. Song called I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Oh my god! Shout out to Guitar Hero!
Yeah.
That song is like an 8 out of 10. That song goes hard.
Yeah, no. Once Guitar Hero was mentioned, I knew exactly. Yeah, fucking 10 out of 10. Great song.
Okay, this time we're gonna get a quick 3-pack of a Bullet for My Valentine. In this order, we got Tears Don't Fall, or Betrayal, and Hearts Burst into Fire.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, don't know if I know any of those songs,
Same.
so 3 out of 10.
I'll put them all at a average 5 out of 10.
I'll keep my 3 out of 10. Just 'cause I'm a dickhead.
Next up, we got Hadaway. So I think they've only had one song. Does anybody know Hadaway's one song?
Who?
Hadaway. Haddaw.
I only know Castaways by the Backyardigans.
No,
And
Yeah,
that
you
song
like-
is a 10 out of 10.
I have
Even
no
in
idea
the
what you're
song.
talking about.
It's, what is love?
Like
Baby
Don't Hurt Me?
Yes.
Oh,
7 out of 10.
6.
I feel like Aaron will have a good take on these next two.
So go fuck myself
So-
then.
Well, Haley Williams and Paramore.
10 out of 10. No further questions.
Misery Business, and that's what you get.
Yeah,
16 out of 10. No further questions.
no, 10 out of 10.
Amazing music, and Hayley Williams is one of the most beautiful women on the planet.
Okay.
If you're listening to this, Hayley Williams, you can
Call him.
you
He's
can
single.
call me or something. Yeah.
I think he's
Always
single.
welcome on the podcast.
Or yeah, you could also do that. You could come on to the podcast. That'd be pretty cool.
Next, we got the White Stripes.
She might not. She doesn't want to lose brain cells.
And
She'll be fine.
I hate to ask, what's the most recent song that Paramore's put out? Are they done?
No, they just had an album a few
Okay.
years ago. I think they're coming back soon.
Honestly, was not sure.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
So we got the White Stripes with Seven Nation Army.
Good song, not their best song. 7 out of 10.
No clue. 3 out of 10.
Okay. Ooh, I forgot some of these songs were on this playlist.
What do we got?
Got we'll go to Daft Punk.
Okay.
Get Lucky.
Get Lucky. 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good song.
That is a really good song. I'll give it 8.
Next we got Run DMC.
Okay.
It's tricky.
10 out of 10.
10.
Love
yeah,
that song.
10 out of 10. I almost want to bring it down to a 9 because of TikTok, but I'll keep it at a 10.
Does anybody know Cypress Hill's song? I think they only have one song too.
They have a
I'll
lot
tell
of
ya.
songs, but what song are you talking about?
Do they actually have a lot of songs? I only know the one.
Yes. Cypress
Insane in
Hill
the
is
Brain?
goated. Yes, 10 out of 10. Cypress Hill is goated.
I have no idea. 3 out of 10.
Well, we'll do one that you hopefully know, and then 3 that you will absolutely know.
Wait, who, me?
Yes.
Okay.
Next we got Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Intergalactic.
10 out of 10.
Intergalactic? That song's alright. I'll give it a 7.
Then we got a 3-peat of Slim.
Good old
Eminem.
Slim.
Got Without Me, The Real Slim Shady, and Not Afraid.
20 out of 10. No further questions.
You said what 3 songs you said?
Without Me, Real Slim Shady, and Not Afraid.
Okay, Without Me, I'll give an 8. Real Slim Shady, I'll give a 6. And Not Afraid, I'll give a 1.
Not a fan?
I'm not a big Eminem fan, no. Especially his more recent output.
Fair enough.
Okay, we got 2 more for you, and then we're gonna wrap this section off. We'll go one that you probably haven't heard of and that you should have heard of. Got the band is called Thursday.
No, it's
Song is
Wednesday.
song is Between Rupture and Rapture. That's a long shot for anybody.
Yeah, I have no idea.
The only Thursday I know is a mixtape by The Weeknd. And when you said Rapture, all I thought about was Tim. So I'll give this song like a 5.
I'll give it my standard 3 because I don't know it.
And we got AWOL Nation.
I don't think I know who that is either.
I mean, you've definitely heard the song. It's Sail.
Sail.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, give it an 8.
4.
I give it an 8 only because I enjoyed those memes for a time.
And that will wrap up going back on Condor's old music view.
Tune in
Back
next week when we talk about Pierce the Veil. I don't know.
Come back next week.
Honestly,
We
looks
talk
like-
about Condor's not as old music.
I mean, it's still gonna be old music, but I can tell you the next part will start a heavy Linkin Park section.
All right, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to mostly 7 through 10 for that. All right, we were just talking about some old music from Condor. We're going to continue to talk about music, and we're going to make a bit of an announcement here on the podcast.
You talk about music?
I mean, I would hope so. I would hope that we just spent the last 20 minutes doing that. Or otherwise, what were we just talking about?
Sounds that you make with things. It sounds good.
We are
Yeah.
introducing the What the Condor Album Club.
Is that like a sandwich? Like,
Kyle,
it's
cue
like a club.
the cheers and trumpets.
No, it's like a club sandwich.
Are you
like-
still not listening? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Piece of
He
bread.
kind of glanced over, so I think he may have heard me, but I don't know if he did it.
A piece of bread, an album. A piece of bread, an album. A piece of bread, an album. It's a club sandwich.
3 pieces of bread?
Or because you gotta have a piece of bread between each album. A club sandwich is the third piece of bread. That's what makes it a club. And if you're wondering, yes, that does mean a Big Mac is a club sandwich.
And just like that, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Good job, Condor. You fucking soiled it.
I would never.
Soiled it.
He soiled it.
Soiled
I
it.
just bring out the hottest effects.
Soiled it.
Soiled it.
Why doesn't McDonald's just make a bigger Big Mac? Like
Soiled it.
It did for a time. It was called the Grand Mac, and it was
a bigger Big Mac.
awesome.
Like
So, anyways, with this
which ways?
with this What the Condor album club that we're going to be doing, it's basically if you don't, if you're not really following what I'm saying here, you guys know how old white ladies have their book clubs that they read a book, they read the book, they take some time to read it, and then eventually they all come together again and talk about it. We're going to be doing that.
The City Book Club. They've been stuck on the same book for many years.
So we're going to be doing that for albums. Now,
You're gonna be stuck on for
once
many
this
years.
episode comes out, we're going to be running we're going to be running multiple Twitter polls. I think the first one is going to decide which one we do third, and then we'll take the other 2 and put them in another poll, and then that winner will go first.
I like that idea.
I don't understand how you said it, so I'm just gonna say blueberry and just go with it.
Okay.
We're putting up all 3. Whichever one wins is the one we're doing last. Ideally, save the best for last.
I'll
After
save
that,
you for last.
after that, we take the 2 that didn't win and we put them against each other in a poll. Whichever one wins between those 2 is the album that we all listen to first.
If we put the albums in a pool, won't they get wet and not be able to be used?
I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you.
Jesus Christ.
Like I'm showing a lot of restraint right now by not jumping out
We're
of
really
my
just
chair.
trying to explain some shit here.
I'm just trying to make sure I have all my bases covered.
Condor, none of your bases are covered.
If
We've
anybody
seen what
has
you play
bases
baseball.
covered, it's Dexter Fowler.
Well, to be fair, my third baseman's playing shortstop, so third base is never covered.
No, Condor, with how you play MLB The Show, your third string right fielder is playing third base.
Oh, my third string right fielder is my catcher. Get it right.
Fuck's sake. Anyways, I
These are
figure
facts, by the way, he really does play.
this
that
is actually
poorly in the
facts.
movie.
This is how he plays MLB The Show. It's kind of outrageous.
I'm good at losing.
We've
So-
never to record never finished a full game.
Yeah, because either the mercy rule happens or Condor breaks the game.
Hey, that last one was... Yeah, it was my fault.
Yep, those are facts.
So anyways,
Anyway.
moving on from MLB The Show, what I figured we'll do here, we already kind of made the announcement on the What the Condor Twitter account, at Condor What, by the way, if you want to
Twitter?
follow.
When did this happen?
So what I figured we'll do today, in a way to talk about it on the podcast, since we didn't announce the actual albums on Twitter, we'll each take turns saying what album we've chosen, and we'll do a little bit of a pitch for it. So if anybody wants to go first.
Okay, well, I guess don't ever make that noise into your microphone ever again. I heard that in my ear, and just for that, I might not even let you go to cockatoos. I think I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you as soon as we're done here. And I'm just gonna leave you over there in the corner. I may be nice to throw you in the shower.
I'm gonna go order the pool.
No. We are not giving you that responsibility again.
The credit card.
It's okay. It's not my credit card.
It's the company credit card.
We don't have a company credit card, so I don't know what the fuck you have in your hand.
I took it out in Kyle's name. It's in your contract, Kyle. You signed over your rights.
I'm fine with this.
Yep, not my problem. Don't care. So go ahead, Condor. Do whatever you got to do. But the first album I will present to our album club is Eminem's "Music to Be Murdered By."
Who's Eminem?
Okay, now I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Considering I didn't just mention him a few times on my thing.
So what can you tell us about "Music to Be Murdered By" before we go in and listen to it?
Before I get murdered by music.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna get murdered by some music. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Eminem fan. I think you're about to walk into a lot of really good stuff.
Can you give me one song off that album?
Off the top of my head, no. It's been a hot minute since I've listened to it, which is why I'm looking forward to listening to it again for the album club. But you know what, Condor? If you want to play this game, give me just 1 second.
Okay, you had your 1 second.
Fuck you.
I think I can name a couple songs off this album. I think I think I can name some features off this album.
I can name 2 right now.
I know Juice WRLD is on this album.
Is that?
I think Don Toliver is on this album.
Is that?
And then there might be an Anderson .Paak feature, but I don't remember.
I won't lie, all those people you named are not featured on the 2 songs I have right here.
Oh. Yeah, I think Juice WRLD is on what's the song called? Godzilla? I think Juice WRLD is on that one. And I think there is another song that I can name that doesn't have any features on it, and it's about how Eminem hates his stepdad or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I feel like Eminem hates almost everybody. I can respect that.
For the most part. But, yeah, I'm looking through, because I finally pulled up the whole album right here.
The anal bump cover?
And I think you're right. I think everyone you named, Aaron, is in fact on this album.
Sick.
But anyway, the 2 songs that I can name, or 2 songs that I really enjoyed, is "Unaccommodating." It's featuring Young Ma or Young M.A. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, I know her.
Don't know who that is, but shit's really good. And then "Those Kind of Nights" featuring Ed Sheeran. And then, I mean, obviously, Godzilla with Juice WRLD.
If you had to pick a favorite song of this album, because I think what I'm going to do before we even start this is I'm going to make a playlist, and we're going to do everybody's favorite song off their album right now, and then once we review it, we'll each pick a favorite. Like the other two will pick a favorite song, and then we'll also add those two to the playlist.
Okay, so we're just gonna compile a playlist of everyone's favorite songs off all the albums.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, sounds good to me. But if you want, my favorite song off this album is, I don't know, because I like these three, but you know I'm gonna give it to Godzilla for Juice World.
Never heard it.
Okay. So we got Eminem's "Music to Be Murdered By" from Nate.
Yeah.
Favorite track from him is Godzilla.
Yeah, and by the way, you got to listen through the whole album because, like, I mean, this
Oh, yeah, of
motherfucker,
course.
this motherfucker put an intro, he put an interlude, like, this dude went off on this album.
Interlude? Isn't that a wait? Nope, that's the Honda Prelude. Never mind. Came before interlude. Got it.
Yeah, I'm looking at this track list. It looks the features look really nice.
It's real, like I said, it's a really good album.
Okay, Condor, what have you got for us?
Now I only have one music poster on my wall. The first record I ever bought. It's a Black Keys. It's El Camino. On the front, the front cover is not an El Camino. It is a van.
Indeed, it is.
Honestly, it might give like first 4 songs on there. Probably like all in my top 10. Not a single one of the songs on there are misses. I'm not saying they're all the greatest songs. They're just all solid.
Okay. And
But
give us a favorite.
the close one between Hold on the Ceiling and Little Black Submarines. But Hold on the Ceiling, it just sticks with me.
Okay. So we've got "Music to Be Murdered By" Eminem. We also have El Camino from the Black Keys. All right, so I guess that just leaves me and my record that I'm choosing.
That leaves you. What are you going to present to the very first gathering of the What the Condor album club?
Okay, so I figured this is the first one. I might as well just get my favorite album of all time out of the way. This came out in August of 2016, following a very long hiatus from 2012's Channel Orange. We have Frank Ocean with Blonde.
I've heard you talk about this album before.
This is this is definitely my favorite album that's ever been made ever in the history of mankind music. It's almost indescribable, just like the type of music that it is, because it's so genre bending and kind of envelope pushing, in my opinion.
Okay, what sort of genre is it? Or what does it push into?
It's more like R&B and soul with like a little bit of a hip hop flavor to it.
Okay.
And it mixes in some like psychedelic elements to it.
Ooh.
So yeah, I enjoy this album very much. Favorite song is definitely, this is my favorite song of all time. It's definitely track 7, Self Control.
I'm excited.
So yeah, there it is. We got Music to Be Murdered By Eminem, El Camino by the Black Keys, and Blonde by Frank Ocean. A very nice variety of music as well.
Hey, Kyle, do you have an opinion on this? Yeah. It's about 1? What the fuck's wrong with you? Grow the fuck up.
And with that, that's going to conclude episode 3 of our podcast.
Nobody likes Kids Bop anymore. No one liked it to begin with.
Condor, can we please do an outro without you arguing with Kyle?
No.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so there it is.
Any final thoughts before we hope Kyle shuts it down, assuming he hasn't shut it down already?
Yes, I am going to say rest in peace to Capital Steez, and we will see you on next week.
All right, Kyle, cut it.